discourse. So without further ado, I'll hand this over to Tiger. And again, thank you so much for coming.
All right. Thank you all for being here. It's such an honor to be here with everybody today. I've never seen this place so packed. A lot of energy here tonight. I want to thank the Railyard Performance Space, Santa Fe Center. Excuse me, the Railyard. I'm a little nervous. So we started about 2 months ago meeting together at Kevin Wong's house. The show was originally inspired by the Fierce Feminine Rising show. There she is. Just curious, how many of you were at that show? Show of hands. Yeah, a lot of you were there. So without that show, this show wouldn't be happening, right? So it's incredible. The courageous women in our community has inspired this show of courageous men. So thank you so much for showing up. It's been an interesting process over the last couple months. Men coming together is pretty radical, actually. It might not seem like it in Santa Fe, but in the world, men coming together and collaborating in this way can really change the world. And we've gone through this incredible process together, getting to know each other, working through conflict, sharing strong opinions, and it's been amazing. Like we were just in the back, you know, embracing each other, saying how it's the process itself that has meant the most to us. That the process itself is why we're here. This show is a bonus. This is awesome. This is really awesome. But it's the process that's really important. So thank you for being here. The proceeds go to the Solace Rape Crisis Center. They help people who have experienced sexual trauma and other traumas, and also real fathers. And Deborah's here in the house, and they encourage healthy fatherhood through poetry, video, and storytelling. So it's quite an honor to be here for that. So since the beginning, I've had this vision. After the lights came back on and the applause ended at the Fierce Feminine Rising show, I had this vision. I felt some of the inner, intimate parts of myself light up. Some of the more feminine parts, because it was an all-female identified cast. And that was quite a gift. I felt it was really important to me. And then I started wearing some earrings after that show to explore this. And it's been quite an experience. And so after that show, I stood up out of my chair, Brendan was there, and I said, hey, we should do this for the men. We should hold down our side of the fort. And immediately I started talking to Amina about that, Mariah about that, and the other actresses in the show. And then somehow the energy was there and it all came together. I mean, it just happened. Like I sent out some emails, met some people, and then people just started showing up. And we've created an amazing show for you guys today. So, the last thing I'll say is that this is a home-cooked meal. Right? This is delicious. There's a lot of flavor, a lot of spice. There might be some unexpected things happening. We'll see what happens. It's an honor to be here, and thank you all for showing up from the depths of my heart. Thank you.
mantras. Eat your quinoa. Be true to yourself. Be true to your universe. Be a multi-dimensional being. Now, who here knows about loving kindness? Right there's my brother. What's your name, brother? Christopher, come on up. Let's get all right, brothers and sisters, come on up, Christopher. You're good. Look at all these people. Now, brothers and sisters, in order to receive love, you gotta be willing to accept it, right? Yes. All right, then I want you all to focus. I want you to concentrate. I want you to put your hands like this on your sternum. Good. Now on 3, you're gonna open that heart chakra. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. What's it mean, brother?
We're all. I salute. I am because you are.
Beautiful. Let's give him a hand. All right. You got this. Now here's the deal. If you on 3 give them the best namaste, you got it. I promise I'll show them loving kindness like they never seen before. All right, here we go, Christopher. All right, let's get a chant going. Here we go, Christopher. Here we go.
Here we go, Christopher. Here we go. Here we go, Christopher. Here we go. Here we go, Christopher. Here we go. Here we go, Christopher. Here we go.
1, 2, 3. Namaste! Universe, do you trust me in love? Yes! Beautiful. You know what I want you to do? On 3, we're going to take a deep breath in and then exhale and close our eyes. Can you do that for me? Yeah! Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And close those eyes. Now, as your eyes are closed, I want you to focus on the sound of my voice. What I want you to do, I want you to remember a time in your life where you felt the most loved. Whether it was a family member, a friend, a stranger, someone in that moment made you feel loved. I want you to bring that back right now. Go ahead and concentrate on that. And when you have that, I want you to tap your foot or smack your hand like man love on the floor. Now I'm going to count to 3, and you can choose to go ahead and keep your eyes closed or you can open them. We're going to take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Now I want you to focus on that memory as you listen to the beautiful sounds and music of Walking Star and Thunder.
every boy needing adventure, dreams of some immensity happening through him, the glow of which will never fully rub off. Most old men, having adventure, are content to disappear into the wood and hear the lilt of their glory name no more. What is the territory between? Who has danced that passage marvelously? Countless males have leaped into the jaws of their death song, chasing the feel of that thunderstruck glow. Countless others have folded inward and drowned in the sludge of false burdens falsely slung upon them. What is it? We cannot know until we've slipped through the forest's mythic gateway, and thus can never tell our sons, only point the way for them. Sometimes the darkness ahead and the silence surrounding are so complete that even a star won't spill out its glitter. Even a bird won't chirp. If we lit a torch in that deepened dream place, we'd forget everything shown to us of the world by many underworlded figures. Each of us men, then, must go when called, without lamp or map, and find our way through a long, thick wilderness, at once dazzling and terrifying, and all our own, though within it we are powerfully not alone.
related to each other. Just how strong a love can be, resisting all the good times if it's groovy to now I'm a man, yes I am, and I can't help but love you so. Now I'm a man, yes I am, and I can't help but love you so. And I've got to keep my head while I'm standing on the road. If I drop upon my knees, it's just to keep them on my road. You think that I am right here, and my heart is too strong, 'cause I never had no problems, and my body's pretty strong. Now I'm a man, yes I am, and I can't help but love you so. Now I'm a man, yes I am, and I can't help but love you so. I'm a man, yes I am, and I can't help but love you so. I'm a man, yes I am, and I can't help but love you so. Yes I am. I'm a man. Yes I am. Little baby, I just can't help but love you so.
I'm a man. Yes, I am. I can't help but love you so. I'm a man. Oh, hey, universe, how you doing? You full of love and kindness? Now that dude, he had some mojo, yeah? All right, so we got loving kindness, we got heart, wild, mojo. Now I can't wait to hear from my brother Vittorio about intimacy.
I was yearning for a conscious woman. I really wanted her. And then I realized I'd have to become more awake and aware. I have to pay attention to those childhood wounds sneaking up behind me. Enter the forest of grief and fear, muck around in my shadow. Expand my emotional keyboard beyond being pissed off as my primary mode. I entered the realm of the wild man who held a mirror for me to contemplate my privilege, my arrogance, my insecurities, my sexism, my tendency to control and dominate. He taught me to cut through the dark contours of the negative conditioning I received about being a real man. I even had to penetrate the habit of just being a life support system for my penis. Pierce the thrill of infatuation and the addictive lure of the hunt, both of which crumble when the fantasy beloved becomes a real relationship, teeming with triggers and challenges. I was invited to be more open, to risk revealing rather than constantly concealing, to welcome the healing rather than imprison myself behind walls of protection out of fear of rejection. For love, like water, flows gently through hard places. We seek conscious intimacy because the wounded parts of us want to heal. To expect another to fill the hole in our soul is folly. But the presence of a conscious companion can support us on our lifelong journey to loving and accepting ourselves. We don't get there by gazing at crystals, or chanting in a cave, sculpting an amazing six-pack, or even via those sparkling moments of drug-induced amazing insights. weekend workshops promising instant transformation, long philosophical tomes on love and intimacy may inspire and serve as cairns, but they are not the path itself. Men, use the sword of your awareness to evolve and grow. Fully inhabit your center, even as you continue to explore your edge. Instead of always searching for the right partner, be the right person at home in yourself. That is the energy that will draw you to each other with the beauty of your imperfections and the promise of your passions. You have to do it yourself, and you can't do it alone. It takes brotherhood, sisterhood, the whole village to sever the shackles of mind that bind so that the heart may open wide, embracing the mysteries of we.
I tell you what, though, part of the conundrum of loving kindness for me is sometimes we're just not in the mood. Sometimes we're tired, or we're hungry, or we're angry, or we're hangry. Sometimes it's just not going our way, right, brothers and sisters? Yeah! You've had some days like that? Yeah! Me too. Now, on a day like that, I got a question for you. What do you hate the most?
Everything.
It doesn't matter what you hate, brothers and sisters, because it's all about conscious unity. You remember now. You remember. Now, I got something to help you out. I got a method of cleansing that'll get you right back into that loving kindness. You want to know what it is? Yeah! All right. It's rose water! Every day you can be sure that man love is going to go up and down those chakras. You hear about some rose water? Is there a Cleve here? Cleve?
Cleve? Yeah, I'm Cleve.
Oh, hey, brother, come on up. I got a letter for you. Here we go.
A letter?
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, brother. Here you go.
That's rare.
No.
No, thank you, man. Love. Gee, a letter. I mean, who gets a letter these days? Oh, it's from my friend Vittorio. I might as well just read it to you. Hey, buddy. I've been thinking about you. Ancient Celtic wisdom reminds us, never give a sword to a man who can't dance. To handle the heavy burden of being a man and a protector, one must love and appreciate being alive and understand what he's defending. We've been friends for a few years. We've had fun together and supported each other through various challenges in our lives. And holding the tender trembling of a friend's love is an extraordinary feeling. Now, good friends deepen the value and meaning of life. Best friends know the song of your heart and can sing it back to you when it is forgotten. They remember your beauty and wholeness when you feel horribly alone. So thank you for being my friend. Thank you for opening yourself to a level of intimacy beyond just sports and politics. Thank you for being willing as a straight man to confront homophobia and to accept our gay brothers for who they are, and in so doing, to create more freedom for everyone to be who they dream to be. Takes two to tango. So won't you dance with me and celebrate the beauty of our male friendship?
Through the forest I have gone, but New Yorker found I none on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring sanity, night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of New York he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despise the lovely maid, and hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy, this misogynist, this racist, this liar, this trump. Churl upon the eyes I throw all the power this charm doth know. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must to Oberon. Pray, fair and gentle guess, wise King Oberon bids me hence to more merriment and mischief make. This lame despotic fool I forsake. Methinks Trump, an ill-fated buffoon, his ego swells like a balloon. Vladimir Putin, his bedfellow mate. Donald screams, "This is great." Base, vapid, moronic Twitter tweets. Build a wall the Mexicans can't breach. But how tired we have become. Tuning out, we get numb. Yet, of collective action and purpose clear, our crazy country we shall steer. It is no new news. Impeach this immoral resident. Donald Trump is not our president.
Benjamin really let it out. Brothers and sisters, I'm not going to lie to you. I've had a dark past. Used to be man-hate, but I found a new direction, a new way, a new mentality. Now I want to get this right and become a master of loving kindness. Who here is full of loving kindness? Right there. What's your name, sister?
My name is Kim Hae-young.
Kim Hae-young, let's give her a hand. Can you help me out today? I want to spread some love and become a master of loving kindness. All right, beautiful. Now, it looks like you're with Christopher there.
Crazy guy.
Yeah, crazy guy. Who is he to you? Is that your son?
In my previous life.
Oh, okay. Who is he to you now?
Oh, he's my partner.
Your partner. Beautiful. Let's give him a hand. I want you to think about this. Today, Christopher, what does he need to hear to feel love?
Oh, then I need to listen more.
Listen more? We can all listen a little more, right? All right, Tennessee, would you like to see me deliver that message for you? Would you all like to see that? Yeah. All right, I just got to get pumped first. You ever do burpees test? Here we go.
I remember because I don't know what burpee is.
Oh, I'll show you. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Woo! Christopher, I got a message from your partner. You want to hear it?
Yeah, of course.
All right, here we go. Woo! All right, universe. Jess wants Christopher to know that loving kindness means...
I need to listen more.
Woo! I want you to give it up for my brother Daryl. He's going to tell us all about powerlessness.
Well, they told me actually y'all came here to learn about Mantality. So, I'll try. Alright, well, I have some unfortunate news for you. As far as I can tell, male identity, manhood, it basically comes down to power. And anything that has so much to do with power has an awful lot to do with powerlessness, fear of loss of power. Because men tend to fear loss of power. I just saw that thing back there. Men tend to fear loss of power worse than, I don't know, the electric company, you know? And that's what this story is about. All right, serious moment. 6 years ago, I had cancer. I had very serious cancer. I had kidney cancer that was so serious that they had to do a surgery to remove my kidney. But don't worry, it was fine. It was fine. That's not what this story is about. You think that's scary, but this story is about the real fear. And what is the real fear? Look into that. But what gets to me is before I had my surgery, me and the doctors and I, we had conferences. We had lots of conferences. We had conferences about anesthesia. We had conferences about cancer and how it could spread. We had all kinds of conferences, but they never mentioned the real fear. Why? Because they're in the business of illnesses, not placating men's dread of phallic symbols. And what is the real fear? Okay, I downloaded this from the internet. What is a Foley catheter? And, oh, fuck you. Everybody always says that it's a catheter. Well, so what if I mispronounce it? They never told me about it, is the point. What is a Foley, and I'm going to pronounce it my way all the time now, catheter. What is it? A urinary Foley catheter is a flexible plastic tube used to drain urine from your bladder when you cannot urinate by yourself. That woman already knows. She must be a nurse or something. It is placed into the bladder via insertion. That means up your penis. It is used in a situation in which a patient may experience an inability to control urine. Now what that basically says is it's something they give you in the hospital when you are unable to rise from the hospital bed so that you won't pee on yourself, basically. And there's some more information here. Though a catheter, I like that, is always described as painful, it is often described as uncomfortable. After the catheter is inserted, a small balloon is inflated to keep it in place. That's a good one, remember that. And then there's some other stuff here. For nurses, during insertion, always put in surgical gloves. And prior to that, always wash your hands. Basic information, basic to you, it wasn't basic to me. So, 6 years ago, I had my surgery. And I wake up in the hospital bed after my surgery. After my surgery's over, I wake up. I'm in a dark room and I'm confused. And my first thought is, I'm alive. I went through this thing, but I'm alive. Because I'm conscious. And then my second thought is, but I hurt. Hurt all along my abdomen. That's where they went in. All along. Bad. Hurt real bad. And I run my hand all over my abdomen and there are bandages all over my abdomen. But okay. And then my hand keeps going down. And it goes down. And then like, Am I thinking, what is this object they didn't tell me about? Not really, I'm thinking more like, what the fuck is the thing on my dick? Let me describe this thing a little bit better. Okay, imagine a pencil. And your dick is the little eraser at the end of the pencil. You can feel something longer on your dick. It's the rest of the pencil. But the main thing you feel is, now imagine one of them big erasers. You ever see one of them big erasers that have like cartoon figures, like Mickey Mouse, Snoopy Dog erasers? Okay, that big Mickey Mouse eraser is over your little eraser. So if you have a dick, picture that. If you have a dick, pity that. I wake up and I'm confused about this situation. And now, in the hospital these days, when you're lying there, there's a little button that you push for the nurse by the side of your bed. So, but I'm sure there's a clear explanation for it at this point. So I push the button. Okay, the nurse comes in. I say, man, okay, that made me feel better. Okay, man, I have an easier time talking to a man. So I say to him, I say, oh, listen up. ask you, is the surgery okay? I mean, anything else I should know? Anything you want to like tell me about? He gives me this. Basically, you need to get some sleep right now. That's all that's important. Your doctor will talk to you in the morning. Well, he's feeling calm about this situation. I'm not feeling calm about this situation because I'm thinking about things like skin grafts. Because I have read in the National Enquirer that they can run out of skin when they do a surgery on one part of your body, and they can do that, make you skin from another part of your body. I fucking want to use my dick. I'm gonna goofy erase the head on my dick. But the real evidence that there's something wrong here, the real evidence is I have seen movies with big stars where they had affairs with their nurses in the hospital, and not one of them did they have to remove a goofy eraser head from their dick. Not one. So no, I ain't playing that. No, I gotta get some better answers here. But I got a plan. So I press the button again. I know how to ask about the situation. I know how to get the information. I'm smart. So the nurse comes in, I said, hey, I want to ask you, you think you can help me use the bathroom? And he goes, don't worry about it, just go ahead and pee. Then he leaves. You're supposed to fucking be one of them things that make you go, or what now? All right, what the fuck did he just say? No, I'm about to get up. If I could, I'd get up and follow this motherfucker. Because what? Okay, so I'm laying there, and at this point, I'm having real dark thoughts. Because I'm having real clear thoughts because it's all coming to me. It's all coming to me clear, really clear. I know all about what's going on now, and all about the conspiracy. No, this is a conspiracy. Get my dick. And all that stuff about me having cancer? All right. No. This JFK shit here. You remember an Enigma wrapped inside of the Enigma? This is a Mickey Mouse rest hand right about my dick. I'm going to tell my mama about this. I'm thinking about that mama. But I can't tell my mama about this. I'm going to tell my mama. But I'm going to show my mama this thing. I'm having real intense thoughts. And even I'm thinking, you're going too far now. I'm thinking that. You get carried away. But I can't stop myself. And I'm embarrassed to tell you some of what I was thinking. Really? Now you're thinking, well, this person I've been doing up here, and I'm embarrassed, but still, I'm embarrassed to tell you what I was thinking. Because I felt around some more, and then I felt that there was a tube to this thing. And I felt that there was a tube. And so do I think, well, that must be what he was talking about. That's where your urine flows into the drainage bag. Not really. I'll have to shut my eyes and tell you this. I'm thinking, there's a motherfucking chain on your dick. There's a motherfucking chain on my dick. They gonna pay for this shit. They gonna pay for this shit. I don't care. And if I can't do nothing else, I'm gonna press that button and you're gonna come back in. And I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him that I know about this. I'm gonna tell him about the lawsuit. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna press the button. And I'm ready. I'm gonna tell him. If nothing else, I'm gonna tell him. So, but you ever have one of those experiences where you're about to say something, but then the words that come out of your mouth, they're different from the words. You press the button, and he comes in, and when I see him coming out, I was going to tell him, but I go, hey, look, man, I don't mean to be vulgar with you, but I just take this sheet, I go live. What is that? That's what I was telling you about before. That's why you don't need to get up to go to the bathroom. It's called a Foley. It's so you won't pee on yourself. Oh! All right. Okay. We put it like that. Okay. Oh, okay. And then I went to sleep. I really went to sleep. You know, at last, real sleep. So that was that experience, but okay, morning comes. But here's the funny too. Do you know that in the morning, I really didn't even think about any of that. Because in the morning, there were real things to be afraid of. Like cancer, yeah, you know, like whether the surgery went fine and all of that. And to be thankful that it did go fine. And I didn't even remember all of that. And in fact, I didn't remember all of that until they asked me to do this show. And then it came back to me, damn, I was really freaking out. Damn, I thought there was a conspiracy. Guess what? There was no conspiracy. And by the way, there was no stain on my dick. No, that was all just me. Damn, that's all just me coming up with shit. And I thought about that. And I'm still thinking about that. And when I think about that, like right now, I think with male identity and manhood and power and the fear of loss of power and the fantasies and freaking out over loss of power and me, maybe what men really need to understand, maybe you guys, look, what you really need to see is that most of the time, 95% of the time, if not all of the time, there's really, really nothing to fear.
To love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far. Fight for the right, without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, torn and covered with scars, still astro with his last ounce of courage, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right, without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this. That one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
By just seeing how I did that, thinks I have a background in hand modeling. Who had any gaydar trip happen from here to here? Anybody gaydar come up? It doesn't matter. I love my gay brothers and sisters. I'm just not one of them. I'm a straight trans guy. That's right. Yeah. I actually just celebrated my 3-year man-anniversary. 3-year. That means 3 years of testosterone injections. Hence the baby beard and the starter kit sideburns. I love what I can grow. But I'm pre-operative and I'm really transparent, so just so you're not tracking my body the whole time I'm up here, I'm gonna let you know what's going on and where everything is. So up top, I wear a really form-fitting binder. It's a piece of equipment, yes, equipment, that pushes my breasticles down and over. I have a nipple here and here. That's a lie. Here and here. That's a lie. Let's get real, people! Downstairs, I usually wear what I call him Mr. Softy. It's a soft pack prosthetic penis, but believe it or not, these are my form-fitting jeans. So he doesn't fit in here. He's at home in his very special drawer. True story, true story. Hey, so Manlove's been talking about namaste, right? And I want to do a little show and tell. This is me as a baby boy, 6 months old. I don't know, I don't see that and see anything that says little girl. I was assigned female at birth, and that's okay. But hey, that's me. And my version of namaste is babaste. My inner baby sees your inner baby, and all is truly well. So no matter what you're going through, or what you think your story is, or where you came from, or blah, 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 get it off you. Get it off you. You can get it off you. We're not our stories, guys. We don't have to be our stories, right? Babaste. So moving forward, they say, who are they? They, the professionals, somebody they say by 4 years old, we are completely in our essence, in our personality. Did I fucking know who I was or what? It's me at 4. I'm wearing a cowboy shirt. I'm on break. I'm probably working union in the neighborhood. I'm having myself a Pepsi up in a glass bottle circa 1971. And I'm rocking some sideburns. So I say to my mom, Mom, what's up with the picture, that really cheap picture of me with sideburns? Oh, I don't know, honey. I guess a neighbor cuts your hair. What? I can't even imagine what happened. Did I show up with some little piece of something written here that I tried to scribble and said, my girl's a boy, cut a hairdo? I don't know what happened. Did I go to the other neighbor and say, yo, there's some cute little girls up in preschool, you know what I'm saying? I got some okay cheekbones. Let's pop those things out with some sideburns! I don't know. I don't know. The beauty is I don't have to know. We can heal whatever our isms, schisms are without having to go back and get all of the details. I just know that cute little guy is a recovering crack addict right now. Almost 12 years off crack. That cute little guy, that little Quinn, is in me. That little baby you saw before is in me. Every age before my biological age right now, and I'm almost 50, is in me. And it's in you too. Every age before you are right now is in you. Embrace that part of you. Talk to that part of you. It's tricky times on this planet, right? And can I tell you guys that what I want to bring forward as a trans guy, as a guy, but no, let's go back. As a spiritual being having a human experience who happens to be a trans guy, who happens to be American, who happens to be white, who happens to be straight, who happens to be a struggling artist, whatever. Let's go wind that all back up. The best part of that is right here. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and I'm a trans guy. I'm embracing that right now. I'm living transparently. Because what I want to bring forward is what I wanted from men all my life. All my life was tenderness. I wanted tenderness. When I first started transitioning, for the first 6 months, I couldn't cry. And I'm a crier. I couldn't cry, and I thought, well, this is why men cry. They just don't, their tear ducts go away. No, men that don't cry now don't cry because they were told as little boys, boys don't cry. Well, I say right here, right now, boys cry. Human beings cry. I'm bringing forward some tenderness right now, guys. I'm standing here in front of you, and I didn't want to get here tonight. I'm sick, and I don't feel good. I'm working on a lot of shit in my head telling me I don't deserve to take up space on this planet. I do, and you do too. We deserve to take up space without apology. Feel my feet on this sacred floor at the Railyard Performance Center. I love this place. I am right here, right now, saying thank you. Thank you for letting me know it's okay to not be perfect and to be in process. Thank you. Thank you for letting me be a tender guy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That was truly inspiring. They must stay.
Now, are you feeling inspired, my love of maniacs? Yeah! If you're feeling inspired, I want to hear about it. So when I say loving, you say kindness. Loving! Kindness! When I say heart, you say wild. Heart! Wild! When I say awareness, you say friendship. Awareness! Friendship! When I say powerlessness, you say empowerment. Powerlessness! Empowerment! When I say vulnerability, you say tenderness. Vulnerability! Tenderness! When I say intimacy, you say mojo. Intimacy! Mojo! All right. And now my brother over here, Noah, has something to say about lostness. Woo!
I'm angry. Deflated by the men that came before me. I'm angry at all the men. Hey man, what is going on inside your head? What makes you think she wants to hear from you? What makes you think you can whistle, call, hey baby, honk your horn, walk with your balls out all over campus, measuring her body? When you plaster your eyes to her body, when I plaster my eyes to her body, when he thinks the thoughts that fall right into line with all the men that came before him, when I think the same thoughts and put my weight over her in dominance. I keep thinking the same thoughts, trying to get them out of my head, trying to get them out of his head, trying to get them out of almost every man brain you can think of. But I can't. For the legacies that came before me are inside me. So I'm trying to reconcile. And all I want to do is to sit down to dinner in front of my own brain and guts, split into the open. I want you all to see this brain and body, to dissect every single cell, thought, and parasite in this body. Help me to understand this masculine disease. Help me to understand what's mine to carry and what to leave behind. Because it's ugly in here. It's ugly in this pit, this power pit, where all I've been given is strings and cords to pull out of thin air from the men that came before me. And I don't know what to feel sometimes. I don't know if I feel anything sometimes. The roots of masculinity run deep and vivid through this body, through these veins, and I was born this way. Writhing and bloody, I came out of a vagina just like the rest of you. I came out buck naked and beautiful just like the rest of you. Covered in amniotic fluid, innocent and heaving for air, just like the rest of you. Waiting to learn the world as it came to me. But I was delivered with this package that comes with baggage of the men that came before me, of the men's and mans and mentalities that birthed me. Every single man that came before me gives birth to me still. And I'm always fighting the impulses of my gaze. Fighting through the backward scales that pull me downstream. I'm fighting through strong hands, and I'm angry. I'm angry at all the men. I'm angry and I love you. Just like I can be angry at my dad and love him. There's no such thing as sacred masculinity. I live in this body and in this place. And I try to make sense of this life. It's shitty and beautiful, weird and fucked up, violent and beautiful at the same time. And all these legacies that live inside me. The micro-violence I have through anger toward my mom. The macro-violence of a misogynist man living in a white house. These legacies of violence. So much violence, of abuse, of people being tied like slaves to their lives as they try to survive, and too many men are insulated from all of it. I insulate. To stay warm in this cold body. Cold-blooded males we learn to be sometimes, as we all try to live. You all have stories with words and experiences that may not make much sense to me or match what I think is even possible or true. But I'm going to try to be here. I'm going to try to be here and listen, to set my story aside. I'm going to try to be here where the men before me haven't been. Just tell me where to stand, because I don't know a damn thing. This man, this boy. So please, pull out the rug. Show me my insecurities. See them with me. I'm a human. Blessed and diseased with the patterns that came before me. I'm a man. I'm fucked up. And I'm trying hard. And I want every man to get better with me.
Fathers and sons. Now I tell you, my dad and I, we watched a lot of professional wrestling, obviously. We watched a lot of football, we went to the baseball games, we played a little putt-putt. We got ice cream, things like that. But I tell you what, under this new mentality, I know that none of that really mattered. The only thing that really mattered was knowing that my father loved me. So I want a favor from you all. I want to collect some words from you. Some words related to your experience with your father. Just go ahead and yell them out.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Older than me.
Older than me. Fear.
Drunk.
Protector. Absent. Creativity. Unconditional love. Strengths. Bully. Avenger.
Worker. Saying even though out of tune.
Beautiful. Hero. Now this is all really powerful. I thank you so much. And I want you to enjoy this act about fathers and sons. Give it up.
So, how should we start this thing?
Well, I wrote a script.
Good work. Nice.
We'll have to see.
Always prepared.
Mm-hmm. That's me. It's my family motto. Two shall play.
Part of the family.
Yeah.
Ready?
Well, okay. Why don't you go stand over there and face that wall? I'm gonna go over here.
To your desk?
Well, no, I wasn't thinking of that, but later.
Okay. Alright, well, I think I want to lay down though.
All right. Whatever. He's always got another story. Such a long time ago, fatherhood took my life in such a different direction. Sweet, challenging, and much deeper. It wasn't planned, didn't fit my pictures, and then I became a single parent with 3 kids. Wake up! Wake up! Time for school! Come on, Jonathan!
I'm ready.
And get your brother and sister up too.
I'm ready. Is everybody up?
Oh, and I can't pick you up today, so you have to go home with a friend. I'll pick you up later.
Good. Thanks. Find a ride by some homeless man. Hop on his bike. Oh man.
Yeah, hello.
There's Dad.
Yeah.
Always working. Gotta provide. Gotta create. Gotta do. So many things.
Yeah, I could do that job.
Is
Yeah,
always
tomorrow we'll be in. Okay.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I need to change my son's dental appointment. He's got a soccer game, so next week sometime would be better. Okay.
When is Dad picking us up? Oh wait, we have to find a ride again. I guess we should go hitchhike. Just wish he was
Hey,
there
Jonathan?
sometimes a little bit more.
Jonathan, what's all this stuff around the living room? You're leaving your stuff all over the place.
It's the earth.
Yeah, everything has a place here. This is a toy. It goes in the garage.
Oh,
with
man.
all the toys.
I like toys all around. Play a little bit more.
I'm organizing a flash mob at the Capitol tomorrow for the rally. Hey, are we going to go on that trip?
What trip?
Yeah, we're going to Abiquiu. See Pin Ruins.
Yeah, definitely.
Like what we do on the weekends, remember?
Yes. Oh, yes, we're going
You and your
on
friends?
a trip. We're going on a trip. Everyone's invited. Y'all want to come with? Abiquiu, my dad knows the best spots. We'll go to the hot springs. We'll soak in the water. But wait, there's one more thing. This guy only has so little time to play.
Being a single parent can be really challenging. Lots of things to always got to answer the kids, logistics, endless logistics.
Endless logistics. Endless. We're all over the place. Like third.
Sometimes my son really rocks my sense of order. But then again, I do appreciate his creativity.
My dad, he is the best nitpicker. You got a speck of dust on your chin, he'll see it. He'll say, it's right there. And, you know,
always cleaning up.
He's always
that's
making
part.
this place clean. You know, but I really appreciate his sense of order. I like the way he keeps things in shape, keeps it moving.
And grooving.
And grooving. He's always there watching where everything's going, making sure it's in its right place.
Well, I appreciate how you've loosened me up.
Yeah.
You've been the best playmate.
Yeah. All the time, and it's been good to learn all these lessons with you and the ways you've opened me up to live more gracefully in the world, to take initiative and do my part and do my best to make the world a better place. Because it's so precious.
And you've inspired me for compassion and letting go, and ultimately you've made me a better man.
Well, you deserve a cake.
Happy birthday!
Well, good evening, everybody.
Good
evening. My name's Phil Brill. I was born April 21st, 1932 in Heber Springs, Arkansas. I live here now. A few weeks ago, a bunch of guys came up and said, "Hey, you want to come tell these people what it's like to be an old man?" I said, "Hell, I don't know what it's like to be an old man. I just know what it's like to be Phil Brill at 85 years old. Things ain't not what they used to be years and years ago. Every morning I get up and my back's killing me and my knee is swollen, but you know, it's all about acceptance. We got to accept where we're at, whenever and wherever we're at. You got to go with the flow. Last night, I got up to pee 5 times. But it was amazing, because the good Lord kept putting the bathroom light on for me. Wasn't until this morning I discovered I was peeing in my refrigerator. What a damn mess. What a really damn mess. Now y'all see this eye? This eye is very nearsighted. There. This one's very, very far sighted. So when I look at y'all, y'all look like a Picasso painting. Now that ain't so bad, because every time I look at a woman, she has 2 sets of breasts. Double my pleasure. Really. It really doubles my pleasure. Or I look around here tonight and I see a lot of women. I know why you're here. You want to find out what makes a man tick. Well, I'll tell you what makes a man tick. All of them, even the who one. They all just little babies. They all just little boys. And all they want to do is just be loved like a little boy and accepted like a little boy. When that happens, they get all happy. They run in the woods. They're naked. They paint their faces. They play the drums. And when they come back, all they want is just to suck a little titty. That's all you need to know. All you need to know. How could I stand here before y'all and not talk about love? Josie was my wife of 43 years. She died of lung cancer. And Jody, she taught me everything there was to know about love. She would say, Phil, look up at the sky all the time and see the stars. Because the stars tell you about the beauty of the universe and make you love the mystery that's all present all around us. And she said, Phil, in the morning, listen to the birds. The bird's song is a song of life. And if you listen to it deep and hard, it makes you want to live life even more. Well, Josie got real sick, and they sent her up to some kind of hospice there in Little Rock. And I was there by her bed when she died. I went over to her and I said, Josie, I love you. Don't worry, honey. Don't be scared. I'll be with you soon. And she closed her eyes, and a tear came down this side of her cheek. And a minute later, all them wrinkles that she had was gone. Everything was like smooth, like porcelain. So I turned around to get me some water. And when I looked back, Josie, there was a yellow pale light over Josie's body. I knew then that we was all one. I knew then that we was all connected. And I never felt more at peace and more calm in my heart in my entire life. Now I have a mantra. I'll tell you that mantra. In mindful gratitude for all the joy that I have experienced in my many years of life, may I strive to overcome apathy and ignorance and become a force for loving kindness in the world. Thank you.
have a voice that talks. An intoxicator that seduces us and leads us into the truth of our journey. When the invisible one who sets my heart to music speaks, the coded language is always lean and bold. Are you fearful of the fall, oh blue eyes? Of the descent and the deep, dark passages on a man's rightful path? Will you keep moving in that careful, calculated way, presupposing pitfalls for another 100 turns of the moon? Do you not yearn for the dead grid of city streets to crumble apart so you could, for once, be lost and at last present? If I pull you down into the blind matrix of the earth's warm clay, would you dare to sleep a night beside the fiery-haired Sunfather? And could you dig your way out to air and lay your virgin hands upon the soft, crystalline underbellies of the star people? Is there not yet something you must do? Somewhere you must go before you root by the fireplace as the white-bearded storyteller? Or would you rather stay put? All your bookmarks and teacups in place, your bills and insurances in good order, rotting from the center outward.
This is the music of the dance of mentality.
gospel revelations and the mind's true liberation. Mantality.